Hi everyone, my name is Thomas Samuel, and I came from the Prophet house. My really grandfather is the cousin of the Prophet Muhammad. His name is Aqil ibn Abi Talib, and I came from a Salafi group. I used to be an imam. I used to lead the prayer since I was 9 years old. I used to teach since I was 13, and I grew up with that. And on the age of 16, I felt so much fed up with what is happening in the world. I decided to help our brothers in Iraq to stand against the Americans. But suddenly it failed, and I started to feel depression towards God and what is happening here. I'm not chosen. But I met a man who said, you need to evangelize people. You need to make a prayer, a call of Islam, to call everyone to become a Salafi. I did that, but I was not satisfied until I said, I want to get in touch with Christians. And then, when I did that, I started to feel like, what is really Christianity is? I want to know it. And I found that what they taught us about Christianity in Islam is not really what Islam is teaching. And accordingly, I started to search for a source. I didn't find until one day a pop-up window came on my computer that says, do you love Allah? I thought it's a Muslim website. I clicked it, and it was a Christian website. It was a fascinating Christian website. It was very simple, talking about how things are so much connected. It answered the question that even Muslim imams used to have. How things are so much chronicle, how things are so much canon, how it's reliable, how eyewitnesses were there. And here I was shocked, like, maybe these all are wrong? I cried so hard, searching for God to give me an answer. Until one day I cried so hard, and he visited me in a dream, saying, it's your time to follow me. I didn't believe him the first time, I didn't believe him the second time, but the third time, he said, didn't I tell you it's your time to follow me? He moved the bandage on my eyes, and I started to read between Islam and Christianity. I found that there is more far away between what canon in Christianity can be and what we have in Islam. To be a Christian is to follow the evidence, is to follow the truth, and to follow the true God that makes sense and make you in sequence with what you feel and what you think. Jesus is the way if you want to know who is the way.
I mean to that. So as you see, this guy, as he said, I don't know him, I never met him. He is from the family of Muhammad. And he was an imam in the mosque. He was a Muslim who tried to bring Christians to Islam. And then he found that Islam is nothing but a scam. And he just said it clearly, that what they said to us about Christianity, it was absolutely not true. Now, he left Islam. I decided to join Islam. And I was thinking about reasons. What will make me join Islam? What will make me join Islam? I mean, to be honest with you, Allah, He have a lot of women there. I mean, women, a lot of them. And then I thought about it. 72 women. Allah did not say if we will have 72 mother-in-law or not. And that is really scary. I mean, 72 women and 72 mother-in-law. What if they are there? I guess they are there. So imagine every morning you have 72 mother-in-law, they are visiting you in your house. And you know, there's one more scary thing for me. Like when Allah, He promised us that we will have endless penis. I mean, come on. If we have a tail, we can drag it behind us, but endless penis in the front, how we can carry it? And then there is more issues, which is like in the heaven, there is a market of images of men and women, and you choose the image and you jump inside it. What if somebody, he saw my image? And he is a man. Oh no. And then the issue is that in the heaven of Allah, you get whatever you wish. What if somebody wished to have sex with you? What if somebody wished to have something not right with you? I mean, this heaven of Islam is kind of a fantasy filled with stupidity. It's not convincing, but still I'm trying to convert to Islam. And then I decide to search for what the Muslims they call scientific miracles in the Quran. And I found a lot of science in the Quran. I mean, the only God who knows how the baby is created is Allah. Especially he imagined that we are first bones and then we are closed with the flesh. Totally bones, there's nothing else. Especially when he imagined that the sperm became a congealed blood. Especially when he say, as an example in chapter 86, that the women have breast testicles and their sperm is coming from their upper side of their chest. I mean, I am really thinking to convert to Islam. You see, when you see those videos which Muslims they promote, they say to you that somebody converted to Islam because Islam is a way of life. And I came from the Middle East, and I say that it's the most corrupt nations ever is my countries, where everything is corrupt. So what way of life of Islam is doing? The judge is corrupt, the police is corrupt, the president is corrupt, the imam is corrupt. I mean, everything is corrupt. Even you go to buy tomato. Let me explain to you how you buy tomato in the Middle East. Maybe many of you never been there. In the Middle East, they put for you like the grocery guy, or let us say they don't really sell the vegetables in a grocery store. It's like a vegetable store by itself. So they put for you beautiful, nice tomato in the front, and then they line them up in the top of each other like as if they are like a building, you know, like or a hill. In the back, there's all the bad tomatoes. So you cannot pick up your tomato. He says to you, how much you want? You say to him, kilograms, 2 kilograms. You buy 2 or 3 kilograms. He put all the ugly, disgusting one, which is garbage, rotten ones in the bomb. And then when you go home, you start taking off the tomato. You notice that there's only 3 or 4 are good to eat, and the rest are good to throw in the street. That is the Middle East. You go to the butcher to buy meat of a cow, you find later it's a meat of a cat, or a donkey, or a horse, or even a dead cow which is sick, and the government they throw it in the garbage because it's not healthy for human use. That is the Middle East, my friend. In the Middle East, Islam is making the way of life to the point we cannot have electricity, and we have a Christmas every day. You celebrate Christmas, you buy a tree for a Christmas, you buy those lights. We have those lights off and on every day because our countries are corrupt. So when Islam is a way of life, what kind of life we are talking about? A guy, he go to the embassy to get a paper, they chop him pieces. Millions of people disappear in the Middle East because they said their opinion either in politics or in religion. Islam is the way of life. Islam is the way of life and the way of ethic. I made a video, if you remember. It's called Islam and Ethic. I don't know how many of you watch it. If you did not, you can just download it from YouTube. You can search for it and you can find it. Islam and Ethic show you a lot of the ethic of Islam, which people don't want to speak about, or let us say people don't want to even mention. It is ugly, disgusting, corrupt ethic. Imagine we have a prophet who says, if you see a Christian or a Jew in the street, force him to walk in the most narrow alley. If you search for those videos, by the way, many of you says your video disappear fast. I said you can always search for the same title and you can find my videos in other accounts. And here there's some examples of those accounts who post my videos right away. So always you can download them and you can see what we are talking about. always Muslims, they try to present to us something is not exist in their cult. As an example, when a Muslim he says Islam is a way of life and Islam is a religion of peace, and then we find the Quran saying, I'm not going to mention the verses of killing yet. I'm going to mention the ethic of Allah. You see, Allah is God of ethic to the point He have a target in life to accomplish. He want to spread peace and love. Yeah, as you see, Allah He said, those who call themselves Christians, I am going to spread hatred between them until the judgment day. And for sure, that is a very good reason to believe that Allah is a true God, not the Satan. I mean, if Allah is not God, why He will love to spread hatred specifically between the Christians until judgment day? You know, maybe Allah is trying to fix a problem by hatred. Yeah, you can fix problems always by hatred. You know, those Christians are kuffar, so how we can fix them? We spread hatred. I mean, if we make the Christians hate each other, what Allah will accomplish with this? Number one, they will kill each other. That's wonderful. Bloodshed. Allah He loves bloodshed. That's wonderful. What else? They will hate everybody too. Hate is good in Islam, as you see. Allah is the hate vendor. If we ask the Muslims what Allah is trying to accomplish by spreading hate between the Christians, let us say they are lost. Let us say they don't have the good faith. What kind of God? The Muslim, they say to us, may Allah guide you. I mean, I hear that always from Muslims, may Allah guide you. But the Quran says that Allah is the one who must guide people. So how you say to me, may Allah guide you? Are you lying to me, lying to yourself? How Allah is going to guide me by spreading hatred in my heart? And I will show you something extra funny about the God of Islam. Please invite your friends so they can see the amazing way of life. Why we are not believing in Allah? Because Allah, He sealed our hearing, our heart, and our eyes. Okay, hold on. So Allah will punish me for He sealed my hearing and my eyes. Hello? So He sealed my hearing, He sealed my eyes, He sealed my heart, and yet He is going to punish me for He sealed my heart. Hello? Hello? It's me you're looking for. Allah is crazy as never before. He is really so not. Hello? I mean, this is wisdom. This is wisdom. Look. The verse before it. Hold on. Muslim, they say to you, hello, you are misquoting. Read the verse before it. The verse before it is even funnier. As for the disbelievers, whether thou warn them or thou warn them not, it's all one for them. They believe not. Allah has sealed their hearing and their heart. On their eyes they are covering. Okay. So Allah saying to Muhammad, you warn them, you don't warn them, they will not believe because Allah He sealed their heart. Now who is the bad here? Who is the bad and who is the stupid in this story? Are we listening? Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. Why you did not read the verse before that verse? Before the verse, before the verse. Okay, let us go back to the verse before this verse, which is this. Oh boy, look at this. Things is getting more smell like poo-poo. These depend on guidance from their Lord. These are successful. Like, hold on, man, you drive me crazy. So guidance is from the Lord, and misguiding is from the Lord, and Allah is the one who sees our heart and our eyes. And you know, I mean, okay, so what we will do now? So if you are guided, you are not because you are good, no, because the Lord, He guided you. If you are misguided, not because you are bad, no, because Allah misguided you. And if you are not listening, not because you are deaf or blind, no, but because Allah, He sealed your eyes. This is what I call Confucius wisdom. Now I understand why Buddha, he have a big belly. I think he was reading Quran. Buddha, why your belly was so big? If we ask Zakir Naik, why Buddha he have a big belly, he will say to us, Buddha, obviously Buddha himself he used the Quran. If you go to chapter 2 verse number 6 and 5 and 7, you will find all the secret there. And obviously that Buddha he was a Muslim, and he got fat because of the wisdom of Allah. Buddha, you are getting so fat because of the wisdom of Allah.